Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. So as I promised, I was going to do an IRL video of my new wheel, and this is one of my three dogs here. She's a good girl. Oh, yes you are. So guys, this is my new Fanatec CSL Elite F1 bundle, officially licensed eSport wheel. This base is a Sony base. This is the only base that Fanatec offers for Sony PlayStation, unless you want to upgrade to the Podium, which is a direct drive base unit and is just way too much for me. I don't have a rig to even put a direct drive on. So first thing I wanted to clear up, in my last video I got a couple people giving me a little bit of a correction on the Thrustmaster T150. So I said that the T150 was a gear driven unit, and I was corrected and I was told that it is a belt driven unit, and well, we're all wrong. What it is a hybrid. It's a belt and gear driven unit. Now, what does that mean? I'm not really sure, guys, okay? I'm not that technical with it. All I can tell you is that it doesn't feel anything like this. This is a true belt driven unit, and it doesn't feel anything like this. There definitely is a gear in there, and it's definitely connected to the wheel because you can feel the teeth on the gear when you turn the wheel. This one, you don't feel anything. This is like turning the steering wheel in your car. I'm pointing that way because that's where my car is parked out there. You don't know that, but well, you do now. Anyway, this is very smooth. This is like, this is like a real steering wheel, whereas the T150, you can feel the teeth. I guess they call it cogging. I don't know the technical term for it, but you could definitely feel the teeth in the gears no matter how you turn the wheel. If you turn it slow, if you turn it fast, you can feel the gears. What I may do, I may leave a link to another channel, and he can tell you much better what's going on than I can. I'm not a technical guy. So the big thing is, why did I upgrade from my Thrustmaster, and why did I choose Fanatec? Those are the questions that I kind of want to answer in this, because I did just do a video on Thrustmaster a couple months back. I had that wheel for about a year, and I did like a year review on it, and said how much I liked it and stuff, and I do like it. Matter of fact, I'm keeping the wheel. I'm not getting rid of the wheel. I'm going to keep the wheel. I'm going to need that wheel to play SnowRunner. I'm going to need that wheel to play, I don't know if you can see in the background, but like Dirt 2.0 until I get a round wheel for this, because I mean, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try Dirt 2.0 with this wheel. I don't think I'm going to be too successful with it, even though I'm not that great at that game anyway, but I do feel a round wheel would be a little better. So yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that wheel. I'm looking over there because that's where the T150 is. It's in the box that this came in. So now you know. So the biggest reason why I wanted to upgrade was curiosity. Curiosity was getting the better of me. Like, what is it about a better wheel? What is the big deal about having a more expensive wheel, having a belt-driven wheel? I really just was curious, and I don't know if you can see. You can just barely see, but the pedals, like I had the load cell pedal, and that was the one thing that I really wanted to upgrade to, and it was just, do I keep the T150 and just upgrade the pedal base, which, that's this right here. That's the pedal base that came with the T150 Pro. No load cell, just a regular brake pedal. So do I just upgrade this and keep the wheel, or do I just say the hell with it and upgrade the whole thing? And basically I said the hell with it. I want to upgrade the whole thing. And that's pretty much why I decided to upgrade. Like I said, there was nothing wrong with the T150. It was working great. I was having a lot of fun with it, but yeah, I just wanted to see what the fuss was. So the next question that I wanted to answer, even though nobody asked me, why did I choose Fanatec? Because I hate a Thrustmaster. I could have easily upgraded to Thrustmaster, but I chose to upgrade to Fanatec. And basically, guys, like from my standpoint, from everything I've seen, everything I've read, Fanatec is kind of like the pinnacle of sim racing, at least on console. I mean, races are sponsored by Fanatec. They are by Thrustmaster as well. But it seems like almost all of the big sim racer guys, they get Fanatec. So I did extensive research. I really did. I looked at everything I could find, every YouTube video, so many YouTube videos I watched. Oh my God. So many forums online, reviews. Just try to get as much information as I could, because when you're spending this kind of money on something that you cannot try, you have to be smart about it. You have to at least try to figure out some way to base your purchase off of, So let's talk about price real quick, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. This unit here, you get the base, you get the wheel, and you get the pedals minus the load cell pedal. Okay, so you only get the clutch and the gas, not the clutch, I apologize. You get the brake and the gas, but it's not a load cell brake. It's just a standard potentiometer brake. That's $599. The load cell brake is like another $140. So overall, everything with shipping and tax, it cost me $800 for the wheel, the pedals, the load cell, and the base. Now, I want to explain to you guys that this is a bundle. This is a whole bundle. You get the base, the wheel, and the pedals for $600. That's okay. Now you can buy everything separate. If you wanted to, you could just buy the CSL Elite base, and then you could buy a wheel separate, and you could buy the pedals separate. You don't have to buy it as a bundle. I chose the bundle because for me it was more expensive if I would have went a different route, and this was the cheapest bundle they had. Now luckily, I'm a big fan of F1, and this wheel works really good with GT racing as well. Now if I was like a big, dirt rally guy, I probably would have had to spend another $100 to get one with a round wheel. So let's get into a couple other reasons why I chose Fanatec over Thrustmaster. So first of all, with Thrustmaster, and I'm not saying anything bad about Thrustmaster, guys. I want to just put this out there. So in case anybody is watching this video and they're saying, oh, you know what, Thrustmaster is great. Like I love my Thrustmaster. That's cool. Like I'm not saying anything bad about Thrustmaster. I'm just saying what I thought about and why I decided Fanatec. So with Thrustmaster, the one thing that really stood out was their quick release system. So their quick release system is like this plastic collar that you got to tighten, and no matter what wheel you buy, you get that plastic collar. It doesn't matter if you spend a lot of money on their most high-end wheel or get one of their more cheaper wheels, you always get that same plastic collar quick connect. So let me just take this wheel off quick. So this is the quick connector on this particular wheel. And you just kind of, it's stiff. It's got a stiff spring in it. So you just kind of push that down like that and slide it on and take it off. And there is an actual hole here. It comes with a screw, so you can screw it on if you don't want to use the quick connect. And I usually have it screwed on there anyway, because I'm not going to be taking this off a lot. Like even when I get another wheel, I'm not going to be exchanging wheels a ton. So for me, I just felt that for the money, I always feel that metal's better. If you can get something made out of metal, of course it's going to last a lot longer than plastic. And another issue with the plastic for me is that it's threaded, so it screws on. This here, it's just spring released. You pop it on, you release it. There you go. Me personally, I haven't had a lot of good luck with things that are threaded, and especially things that are threaded and are plastic. What happens if you strip it? What happens if you cross thread it or something? So are you screwed? Is there a way you can replace it? I don't know. So another thing with Thrustmaster, as of right now anyway, they have only one pedal set that gives you the option of having a load cell brake. And that's fine. It's not a bad unit or anything. But with this one, there's the CSL Elite pedal set that came with it, and you have to put the brake on there yourself. And they also have the ClubSport V2 pedal set. I think that's what it's called. I swear to God, the model names of the Fanatec are so long, but and I can put that on there. So the ClubSport V2 pedal set is kind of like their I can't think of the word I want to say. Their best. Let's just say their best pedal set that they offer. Proprietary. Oh my God, Jesus. Yeah, their proprietary pedal set, and I can totally upgrade this to that if I wanted to. We're not going to get into what the differences are. If you guys really want to know, maybe I'll do a video on it. I don't have them, but I mean, I can tell you. Or you can join my Discord. I'll put the link of that in the description below, and we can chat about it there, the differences. So another thing with the Fanatec that I really like are the options. I can hook up, like I said, better pedals to it if I want, a shifter, a handbrake, and I can use any wheel that Fanatec makes, and I can put it on this base, which I like a lot. So with that being said, let's clear up a little bit about that, okay? So if you have the Xbox, with the Xbox, you can use the CSL Elite, you can use the ClubSport V2.5, I think it's called, and I believe you can use the DD1. I'm not sure if you can use the DD2 on the Xbox. Maybe you can. I'm sure you can. But you can pretty much use any of the wheelbases that Fanatec make on Xbox. But with Xbox, you can only use Xbox wheels. That's it. You can only use the wheels that are made for Xbox, because Xbox puts their chip in the wheels and PlayStation put their chip in the base. So with this is the PlayStation version of the CSL Elite base. I can use any wheel on this that Fanatec makes. I can put an Xbox wheel on this and it's going to work fine. Literally any wheel, any and every wheel Fanatec makes, I can put on this. I can't stress that enough, okay? You don't have to use this wheel on this base if you don't want to. You can get another wheel and it'll work fine. Xbox, you got to get the Xbox wheel for it. You can't just use any wheel. So like, you couldn't use this wheel on your Xbox. It's just how it is. Kind of weird, I know, but it is how it is. It is what it is. That's just how they did it. So this wheel here is made of metal, all metal. Alcantara grips, which are kind of like a synthetic leather. I apologize, guys. Man, my mouth is not working today. We got like rubber grips here. All the buttons, the faces of the buttons, they come off. So in case you're using this on a PC or something, you don't want the PlayStation buttons, you can take them off. Or if you just play one game and you want to set it up, you can change that. Shifters, kind of getting close of that. So those shifters, they may be small for some guys. They're fine with me. You can adjust them so you can bring them closer to the wheel or further away if you want. And also, you can completely remove them and upgrade them with the magnetic shifters if you so choose to, if that's what you want to do. So let me just put this back here. And again, there's like a little notch that you can see in the top right there. You just kind of line that up. He says, yeah. There we go, and you just slide it on, and you can see it's they're tight. It's not going anywhere. And it's got the telemetry. It's got the rev limiter there. It's got the little LCD display. Sometimes it'll tell you your gear. It'll tell you your speed. Depends on the game. That has nothing to do with that's depending on the game. It's also got lights on the base as well that light up in case you have a wheel that doesn't have the little window on it. So let me just talk about a couple things about it that I wasn't happy with. So when I got this, it doesn't come with any way to mount any of this to a wheel stand or a cockpit or anything like that. And it's I guess it's not that big of a deal, but I mean, I don't know, like for me, when you're paying this kind of money for something, I just feel like that could have been included. So I get this all unboxed and I'm like, I had no way to mount this. So I had to actually run up to the hardware store, I had to buy some nuts and bolts and washers, come back home, and then mount this to the wheel stand. Another thing I will say, guys, if you have a cheap wheel stand like I have like a $65 eBay wheel stand. This did not like being mounted to this wheel stand at all. I had to put a piece of wood underneath here because this is just too thin, and the clamp, it just wouldn't clamp it. You could slide it right off. The clamp is another thing I have an issue with. The way it is, you constantly hit your leg on it when you're trying to get in and out. Sit down and stand up, you're constantly hitting your leg on this. It just sticks down way too far. But it is what it is. You know, if I had a better setup, this would be mounted on there with bolts. It wouldn't be clamped on. The pedals, man, that was a whole other story. They just did not line up to my wheel stand at all. I had a hell of a time, but I got them on there. Works pretty good. I'm okay with it. I wouldn't say I'm happy with it, but I'm okay with it. That has nothing to do with the wheel. That has to do with me being cheap and buying a cheap wheel stand. But this worked perfectly for the Thrustmaster T150. So there's that. But yeah, the fact that it didn't come with mounting hardware, that kind of irritated me. Because like I said, at $800, you would hope to think that they would have threw those in there. But yeah, I guess it's just something that they didn't really think about. So moving on to the pedals. And guys, I'm recording this on my phone, so I don't think the quality is going to be that great, and I don't really want to move around too much. But anyway, the pedals, man, they are what they are. They're all aluminum. They have these rubber pads on them. If I can get them off. No, I can't get them off. Like I could, but anyway, they got these like rubber pads on them that grip. If you buy the load cell pedal, that comes with like these stickers, and they're like really, really rough sandpaper. I don't even know why anybody would want them on their pedals. If you're playing in socks, you're not going to like it. And man, if you're playing with shoes, I would imagine that sandpaper is going to scuff up the bottoms of your shoes big time. So I don't know who wants that, but it's there. The load cell pedal, you can adjust it. It comes with 3 different weights: 65 kilograms, 85 kilograms, and 90 kilograms. So what they do is they recommend the 65 and the 85 kilograms for wheel stand. The 85 is recommended for wheel stand. The 65 is recommended where if you're just using on the carpet without a wheel stand. 90 kilograms is recommended for like a cockpit setup. That's going to be really sturdy, which I totally get. Now, how I have mine set up, I have the 65 kilograms like first, and then at the bottom I have the 85 kilograms. So you get a little bit of play, and then it'll hit those 85, and then you can feel. So it's kind of like a real car, you know, like when you first hit your brakes, you don't feel a lot of the resistance, and then the further you hit them, the harder you hit them, the more resistance you feel. I have it set up the same way. I'm absolutely loving it. It takes a lot of getting used to. Because whereas those pedals there that I just showed you is potentiometer based, so you just got to push it down all the way. This one you have to press harder, and like my brain, I have to get used to that, which you would think it'd be pretty easy because I drive a car. It's the same thing, but you know, the fact that you're in a game, your brain just doesn't register that. So like I was racing in the F1 game. And man, my braking was just horrible. I'm like, oh my God, that's right. You know, you gotta press harder. And also, when I do press harder, like my chair is moving and stuff, and I do feel this wheel stand moving. So I think, like subconsciously, I'm not pushing hard enough because I don't want it to move. Like I say, guys, eventually this is going to be hard mounted into a cockpit rig, but that's going to be a little ways down the road. What else to say? So with the pedals, I will say like the gas pedal and the clutch, I would like a stiffer spring, but it is what it is. You know, that's just my preference. Again, that might be another reason why you want to upgrade to the clubsport V3 pedals. You know, completely your choice, your decision. So guys, I think that's really all I have to say. That's why I chose Fanatec. That's why I decided to upgrade. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's taking a little bit of getting used to, so you haven't been seeing a lot of racing content from me right now because I'm still trying to get used to the wheel. Yeah, I think that's really all I have to say about it. I guess the only thing we could talk about is like value. And, you know, what can I say? Can anybody really tell you what anything is worth? You know, is this worth the price of it? You got to be your own judge of that, you know. If you have the money and you really enjoy sim racing and you have the force feedback wheel already, if you have like a gear-driven unit or a hybrid unit, so if you have the money and you want to upgrade, I would say go for it. You're going to love it. You're not going to dislike it. It's very enjoyable. Okay, I know what I want to say. If you don't want to spend that kind of money, right? Say you have a T150. And I want to say T150 because Logitech, I don't believe you can use any other pedals on Logitech. But if you have a T150 and you're thinking of upgrading, but you're like, I just don't know if I want to spend the money, I would really suggest upgrading your pedals. Get the load cell pedal set. Huge difference. It's going to make such a huge difference. It's going to feel a lot more realistic. You're going to absolutely love the pedal set. And you're not going to spend a huge amount of money on buying the wheel. I believe the load cell pedal set for Thrustmaster comes in like at $200. I'm almost positive it's under $300. You can even get the CSL Elite pedals, which I believe they're around $200 if you get the CSL Elite with the load cell, and you can use those on Thrustmaster, surprisingly. Unfortunately, Logitech, you can't use Thrustmaster or Fanatec stuff on Logitech. I don't know why, it's just how they did it, and with Logitech, they don't offer a load cell pedal yet. Maybe they will in the future, who knows. But, so yeah, guys, you know, if you want to upgrade, I would say go for it. And it doesn't have to be a Fanatec. If you're on a gear-driven or hybrid, get a Thrustmaster, you know, get a Thrustmaster, get a Fanatec, get whatever you want. But get the belt-driven. It's so much better. I mean, it's just smoother. It's just more responsive. You're absolutely going to love it. Like I say, if you don't have the money and you still want to do a little bit of upgrades, and then upgrade the pedals. It is what it is. It's a hobby. Hobbies are expensive, right? I don't know. That's just how it is. So anyway, guys, that's where we're going to end the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you maybe got some information out of it. Maybe if you're thinking about upgrading, maybe this will help you a little bit. Maybe it won't. I don't know. So if you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. Give her a thumbs up. Hey, Cinnamon, come here. Come here. Come here. Nope, she don't want to be on camera. No, maybe she does. Come here. Okay. Nope, she definitely doesn't. She's shy. Okay. Okay. See, give her a like. At least give her a like, right? Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Tag the little bell. And thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.